So, Martin Lawrence and Will Smith is back in the role as Marcus and Marcus and Mike in Bad Boys 2. The explosive sequel to, well, odd, ironic hit of that was the first one. Color was beautiful color grading, and the color grading looks like everyone has been painted and dipped in honey. Doesn't look silly at all. What do you think of my sarcasm?
I don't know.
So the movie opens up with drugs and beautiful women shaking their booty in a club, and these two hot babes playing with the main bad guy's gun and shooting it while he's on a important phone call. And something happened with the drug stripping, something went wrong. Who knows? Anyway, um, um, yeah, that plot whole point is completely thrown away from the movie actual film. We never see what happened, what one wants his extra drugs. I mean, there's no reason for that being there. That's completely useless. Anyway, so cut to these army guys, and when their main two people give them the signal to go and take out this cult that's racist. But in the the two- but Mark and then they're doing this cultural ritual, but Marcus and Mike kill the party when they reveal they're not part of the cult. The cops and the sing the lyrics to sing the basic lyrics to the Bad Boy song, and have their guns in the air, and tells them to freeze, and so Marcus gets kidnapped and as a hostage by one of the cults, and Mike decides say, screw this shit, I'm going to fire and kill these bastards anyway. And says that his partner prepare to die tonight. Like King prepared to die, and he's not going to let him get off just because he has his partner. Because what you do, he says what you don't understand. My partner King prepared to die, and he tells everyone to shut it. And his partner, which has the gun pointed to his head, says, that's the best I'm going to give you all the advice. He is mentally unstable. He goes to bed early just to kill people. And anyway, action happened. Anyway, um, so Mike shoots the guy holds that was holding Marcus, and then a bunch of the SWAT team come to the party and shoot out the cult. Well, Mike is going to be shot at, and no, not Mike. Mark is going to be shot at, and Mike saves him by shooting at the guy, and he shoots through Marcus's ass. And after that action scene, Marcus says to what is it called, confronting, or not confronting if you're telling someone.
Yeah.
Confronting Mike, and tells him that he shot him in the ass. Confronts him and says he shot him. You shot me in the ass, and Mike says I did some shooting, but I don't know if I shot you. And then he acts like he doesn't know. He says, and then he looks like, damn, someone actually shot you in the ass. And he says, how does it feel? And he says it burns. And the only guy, one pound of cocaine, which is basically nothing, right? So so Marcus and Mike got these entire SWAT team to drag their asses and to collect 1 pound of cocaine. So with this cult was Cattergrand, which is what happened to the guy, main bad guy. Wait, so he was complaining that he lost a batch of his drugs, and he's complaining over 1 pound. I mean, that's according to the SWAT teams and the main two heroes. That's nothing actually. So, bad guy is stupid probably, or average. I mean, this is a Michael Bay movie, so not everyone is normal. But when you're in a Michael Bay movie, you can't be normally intelligent. So he's average. Well, he's a evil genius. He's not average, he's an evil genius. You heard. Yes, so anyway. Marcus and Mike are going way back to home in a helicopter, and they both talk about their therapy session. Mike, he has sex with his therapist. Marcus, he actually had a therapy conversation with his therapist. And so Marcus is in the swimming pool, and Mike is seeing his daughter, and he hasn't told him, and they started dating in Europe, right? And Marcus is, well, he found we find out from his wife that he can't get Marcus Jr. up anymore. His own son. His precious, precious little wiener. And a dog, a dicky dog. So Mike brings him a donut for his ass. And Marcus is saying how he hasn't confronted. Okay, Mike hasn't confronted Marcus that he's dating his daughter. Marcus hasn't confronted Mike that he's going to retire. How are we doing so far? So after they have a little, they have dinner lunch, dinner outside, and after a little character dynamic with Mike and Marcus, they go on a mission. They go to work, and Mike and Marcus get caught in the middle of a FBI investigation, and the one FBI agent got killed, and one decides ran away from the bad guys and run away from the cops and run through these cop vehicles, and Marcus and Mike catch up to her, and turns out it is Marcus's daughter whom Mike is seeing, and he asks why he didn't told him about the work that she does. And they sort of explain here, but that would take actual effort to explain it in a way that you can well, let it sink in. If it's they explain it, but it's, they talk about, but they talk about very, very quickly. So anyway, Marcus and Mike go back to the police station to deal with the boss, and the boss has been seeing the therapist, and what the therapist has been saying is woosai, and so he says to he needs to calm down, and he rubs it and says woosai, and so he's actually tells Marcus and Mike to sit down and explain what happened and why the hell is it on the news. Only parts of it. And Marcus and Mark explain everything literally. That's, well, I was on a cook, well, we were at a barbecue. We had family barbecue, and that was what that thing was happening. We had a family, we had a barbecue, we had a barbecue, not a barbecue, and things. Everything else what happened, so his boss was okay, he caught up to speed, and anyway, they're kind of working the same case as her daughter, so Mike decides to team up with the daughter. Marcus thinks it's a terrible idea. Well, because he is the father, so. And. So. Hang on. So, by the way, Mr. Coleman, I finished that comic book list. So, they three team up, go to where the bad guy is, and they go to the bad guy, and Mike tells Marcus that he's dating his daughter. And so wait, the plans to have to gain the drugs that the bad guy is going to drop off. So they get the drugs and Mike's daughter gets kidnapped by the bad guy, and Marcus gets a phone call, and he tells Mike. So they're all in the. So they go back to the police station, and they decide to do a really stupid idea, and Mike decides to say what he said in his yearbook, and that he read in early on in the movie is, "Ride together, we die together, bad boys for life." So then a bunch of these other guys, they join in on this crazy suicide mission that'll know, like, that's most likely to get them all killed. So they strap on their bulletproof vest and shades and load their machine guns and go in and attack the place, and they shoot the place. They shoot the place up. They shoot a bunch of bad guys, and then Mike and Marcus have to, and also Mike and Marcus and and Mikey Marcus and her dog, who's being shell captured by that guy. The they have a chasing down the hill and into the border, on American soil, and they can't tell that Marcus and Marcus's daughter are American, so they think they're trespassing and ready to shoot at them. And Mike and Marcus come up with a crazy plan of theirs. So now you see a Mike or Marcus that's on the explosive. So one of them shoots the bad guy and gets off the explosives, and the bad guy lands on the explosive and blows up his head. And Marcus points out, can someone please tell him walking around this is a very dangerous thing, just so he can kiss my daughter? And no one says anything, so it cuts to them in the pool. And Marcus says, you're all right, that's your name, like, it's pretty all cool. You're pretty all right, a guy to be like, oh, damn, my dad. And then Mike cracks a joke about this song, says, and then Marcus gets all mad and they get in a fight together, and they break the pole and then they're floating on the ocean and singing bad boys, singing bad boys, and Mike says, Marcus, you gotta learn the words. And he says, Mike, you don't even know the words. Okay, so that's the main movie, and there's a part of the story that I forgot to tell you. I finished the review. There's a part of the story that I gotta tell that I thought was very creative. It's when they go, Marcus and Mike, okay, they're in disguise as exterminators to exterminate the rats. And while they're playing cameras and they're searching for, Mike is searching for stuff to see if searching for any evidence of stuff, and while playing cameras, Marcus Marcus tells Mike the both wearing earpiece, and tells the rats are helping each other. They do it just like we do. And Mike says, it's just rats. And he says, these do it just like we do. It was very funny. Hey, Dad.
You're crazy.
What do you think? So what do you thought of this?
Awesome.
Did you heard the entire review?
Yes, I did. Yes, sir, I did.
You heard my entire review? What do you thought of it?
Awesome. 5 stars.
Awesome.